The story of Infinity Castle begins after the Demon Slayer Corps have already faced many terrible battles. The heroes, including Tanjiro Kamado, his sister Nezuko, and their friends Zenitsu and Inosuke, have been fighting demons to bring peace to the world. Their greatest enemy is Muzan Kibutsuji, the first and strongest demon who created all other demons. Muzan hides inside a strange place called the Infinity Castle. This is not a normal building. It is a vast space that seems endless, filled with shifting rooms, sliding walls, and moving floors. The castle is controlled by a demon named Nakime, who uses a biwa, a traditional Japanese instrument, to change the layout instantly. Muzan lures the demon slayers into this fortress so that the final battle can begin. Inside, many of Muzan's most powerful demons, called the Upper Rank Moons, wait to fight. These Upper Moons are much stronger than any normal demon, and defeating them will take everything the demon slayers have. The Infinity Castle arc is where many important characters face their greatest challenges. Before the battles begin, Nezuko takes a special medicine made by Tamayo, a kind demon doctor, with help from Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira. This medicine is meant to turn Nezuko back into a human. Because of this, Nezuko is not with Tanjiro during much of the fighting. Instead, she is placed under the care of Urokodaki, the teacher who once trained Tanjiro. This choice is important because it means Tanjiro will have to face his enemies without his sister's usual support. It also shows that hope exists, that even a demon like Nezuko can be cured. One of the first major battles is between Shinobu Kocho, the insect Hashira, and Doma, the upper rank 2 demon. Doma is cruel and twisted. He acts polite and calm, but he is a monster who has killed countless people. Most painfully, he is the one who killed Shinobu's older sister, Kanai. Shinobu has dreamed of revenge for a long time, and now she finally has the chance. Shinobu is small compared to other Hashira, and she does not have the physical strength to cut off a demon's head. Instead, she uses a unique fighting style based on poisons. Her sword is thin like a needle, and every strike injects wisteria poison, which is deadly to demons. She attacks Doma again and again, trying to overwhelm him. At first, it looks like she might succeed, but Doma is terrifyingly strong. He is able to resist the poison and recover. Despite her courage, Shinobu cannot defeat him alone. In the end, Doma kills her, absorbing her into his body. This is a heartbreaking moment because Shinobu had carried so much pain and worked so hard to become strong, but her sacrifice is not meaningless. Before her death, Shinobu had prepared her body by filling it with a massive amount of poison, enough to kill even an upper-rank demon if he fully absorbed her. This means her fight will still play a part in Doma's downfall later, when her student and younger sister figure Kanao continues the battle. While Shinobu is facing Doma, Zenitsu Agatsuma, the often cowardly but surprisingly powerful demon slayer, has his own important fight. His opponent is Kaigaku, a demon who was once a fellow student under the same master who trained Zenitsu. Kaigaku chose a different path. Instead of staying loyal to humanity, he betrayed the Demon Slayer Corps and became a demon, taking the position of upper rank 6 after joining Muzan. This betrayal is very personal for Zenitsu, because Kaigaku was like a brother to him during training. Their shared past makes the fight emotional. At first, Kaigaku mocks Zenitsu, calling him weak and unworthy, but during the fight, Zenitsu shows how much he has grown. Instead of relying only on the single thunder-breathing technique he had mastered before, Zenitsu reveals a secret. He has created his own new form, the 7th form, Honoikazuchi no Kami. This is a powerful original technique that only he can use. Zenitsu fights with all his strength and manages to defeat Kaigaku. However, the battle takes a terrible toll on his body. After winning, Zenitsu collapses, exhausted and injured. Still, this is a great moment for him. It proves that he is not the weak, cowardly boy he once was, but a true warrior who can stand on his own. The central battle of this part of the story is between Tanjiro Kamado, Giyu Tomioka, the Water Hashira, and Akaza, the upper rank 3 demon. Akaza is one of Muzan's strongest warriors, and Tanjiro has a personal connection to him. Long ago, Akaza killed the Flame Hashira, Kyojuro Rengoku, in front of Tanjiro. Since then, Tanjiro has wanted to defeat him to honor Rengoku's sacrifice. The fight begins brutally. Akaza's martial arts style, combined with his immense strength and regeneration, makes him almost impossible to defeat. Giyu joins Tanjiro in the battle, activating his Demon Slayer mark, a mysterious power that boosts speed, strength, and awareness. Even with both of them together, Akaza pushes them to their limits. During the fight, Tanjiro enters a new mental state called the Transparent World. In this state, he can see through Akaza's body, noticing the flow of blood and the movement of muscles. This allows him to predict attacks and strike more effectively. Tanjiro also achieves the Selfless State, a condition where he fights without anger or hatred, completely focused. Together, Tanjiro and Giyu manage to behead Akaza. But unlike most demons, Akaza does not die immediately. His body continues to fight, regenerating even without his head. This is one of the most shocking moments, showing just how strong he is. While his body fights on, Akaza begins to remember his past as a human. His real name was Hakuji. He was a poor boy who suffered greatly, stealing to help his sick father. After his father's death, he was taken in by a kind martial arts teacher and fell in love with the teacher's daughter. For the first time, he felt happiness and hope. But tragedy struck again when both his teacher and his fiancée were poisoned and killed by enemies. Broken by grief and rage, Hakuji lost control, killing many people with his fists. This dark path eventually led him to Muzan, who turned him into a demon. As Akaza remembers these events, he also recalls the love and kindness he once had. He realizes how far he has fallen and how much pain he has caused. For the first time in centuries, he feels guilt and regret. Instead of continuing to fight, Akaza chooses to let go. He stops resisting and allows his body to break apart. In his final moments, he imagines seeing his loved ones again, smiling at him with forgiveness. Akaza's death is both tragic and peaceful. He was a villain, but he finds redemption at the very end. While these battles are happening, Muzan watches from the shadows. He is furious about losing more of his upper-ranked demons, but still confident in his own power. He has already captured Tamayo, the demon doctor, and holds her trapped inside the Infinity Castle. The castle itself continues to shift and change, making it difficult for the demon slayers to fight as a united group. Muzan uses Nakimi, the Biwa-playing demon, to manipulate the environment and separate his enemies. Even though the demon slayers achieve victories against powerful demons like Akaza and Kaigaku, the fight is far from over. Muzan himself has yet to enter the battlefield, and he remains the most dangerous enemy of all. The Infinity Castle arc is filled with themes of sacrifice, redemption, and growth. Shinobu's death shows how much the demon slayers are willing to give to defeat evil, even when the cost is their own lives. Zenitsu's battle shows how courage and hard work can transform someone once considered weak into a true hero. Tanjiro's fight with Akaza demonstrates the importance of willpower, clarity, and emotional strength. Akaza's redemption is one of the most powerful parts of the story. Even someone who has done terrible things can remember their humanity and choose peace at the end. It also shows how Muzan robs demons of their pasts, turning people with pain and loss into monsters who forget who they once were. The movie ends after Akaza's death. Tanjiro and Giyu collapse from exhaustion, their bodies pushed beyond the limit. Around them, the Infinity Castle continues to shift. Other battles are still raging inside, and Muzan is still alive. The Demon Slayers have won important victories, but they know the final confrontation is near. The stage is set for the ultimate battle against Muzan, who has survived for centuries and caused unimaginable suffering.